Namaste, namaste, Haribo. You know, it's a crazy world we live in. Social media is so powerful, and so we're going to talk about that today. The illusion, of happiness and fulfillment and so on and so on Instagram, Facebook, X, whatever. You see, we're looking for happiness always. That's what we do, because pleasure is the goal. And as a result, we become prisoners of this social media. And it's been confessed by Mark Zuckerberg and, the gurus of the social media thing, that they purposely designed it in a certain way to make it addictive, to make it so you're just captivated by it and you have to just keep coming back to it. And people's lives just become totally dependent on their phones, scrolling their phones, Instagram, Facebook. They post, they hope for likes. If they get likes, they're happy. If nobody likes what they post, they feel depressed. It's crazy, and so we're just prisoners. And tell me a person in actual prison that likes it there. Oh, I like being in prison. It's the best time of my life. No, they say, that's what a prison is, to put you in a place that you don't like. They make prisons in such a way that it's not nice, it's not friendly, it's not user-friendly, it's not comfortable by design. I could go on a whole thing about that. But the point is, we've become prisoners of social media. They control us. In a prison, the prisoners are controlled by the prison and the prison guards. See, they can't do whatever they want. There's bars. I can't just go out and go where I want and see people and do what I used to do. No, there's bars. You can't get out of here. The food, I don't like this kind of food. You eat it or don't eat anything. This is the only food you get. You see, conditions are harsh. There's no privacy, and on it goes. By design, so you suffer. So the social media is actually making us prisoners, and we're controlled completely. We can't escape. There have been so many studies done, especially with younger people, and they say they would rather give up eating for a week than give up their phone for a week. They feel like if they don't have their phone, they're naked. Like, I don't have my phone, I'm naked. I have nothing. I'm like lost in the desert with no water kind of thing. And it's really a sad state, really a sad state. And so the question is, well, why? Why is it like this? And the reason is because we're all looking for happiness, like I said. And so we're not finding it in our own life. We're also prone to gossip. I mean, everybody wants to talk about somebody else. Oh, do you know what so-and-so did? Did you hear about this? And, there's personal gossip, like people and you're talking to other person about this person because you both know this person. Or there's the news gossip. We're always prone to this. And of course, we like to talk more about bad things than good things, So that's one reason we're addicted to gossip. And another thing is we're always looking for happiness. We're not finding it, so we're trying to find our happiness in somebody else's happiness. Like they post something that shows them in a beautiful place, and having a great time with their friends, and you want to live your life through them. But at the same time, you're envious of them, you see, because they're doing it and you're not. But if, the truth is known, most of these, I'm happy, I'm having a beautiful life, my life is so great, these posts are actually a lie. because it's not like that. This is just fake. This is just a game. And as soon as they get through with the filming of that post, then they're basically depressed too, and scrolling on their phones trying to find some happiness in somebody else's lie. And it's really quite crazy, and it has a very, very negative effect on our minds, on our emotional well-being. You see, the mental condition of people today that are addicted to their phones is very bad. It's worse than it's ever been. The more we expand this technology and make it possible to live a virtual life, not a real life, but a virtual life, then the worse these things become. The oppressions, the depression, the anxiety, the fears, the emptiness, the suicides, whatever. We talk about it every video because it's just so obviously wrong. Something's obviously wrong. And another thing about these big social media platforms, the creators of these platforms or the high-level workers in these platforms, they don't allow their children to do it because they know the destructive effect that it will have. They know how it's designed. They know the addiction factor built in. And so they don't let their kids do it. But they don't mind letting all the other kids and not kids, it just works the way up to elderly people even. They don't mind it for them, but for their kids, no. It's like a drug dealer. He doesn't use drugs himself because he knows it'll destroy his life. But he makes a lot of money destroying the lives of other people. So we, the spirit souls, want happiness, we want satisfaction. It is our nature to communicate, to have good relations, we want people to like us. That's the like and don't like thing, the thumbs up and the thumb down. Like, don't like. Because everybody wants this and nobody wants this. So we're really eager to be liked, But if we're on a true spiritual level, where hopefully, if we're not there, and almost nobody is, we would understand the value of being there. I'm not there, but I understand how great of an accomplishment that would be, you see. Then, if I'm on that spiritual level, I'm only concerned with one like, and that's God. God likes what I'm doing. God likes how I'm living my life. So I'm very, very careful. And I'm very, very hoping that I will do whatever I do and God will be pleased with me. So I try more and more to find out what pleases Him. This is not about other people. This is about the Supreme Person. See? So it's said in Scripture, there's only two people that we should really be concerned about pleasing: God and His pure devotee, His pure representative, the true spiritual master. See? But we're trying to please everybody else. And we get involved in all the lying, like I said, Oh, if I post this, they'll like me. If I post that, they won't like me. So I post what I want people to see and hear, and then hopefully get my reward of, I got, 400 likes off of that last post, or 4,000 likes, or whatever. Some go into the thousands and beyond. And those people are no more happy than anybody else. You see, it's all an illusion. There's only one happiness, and that is spiritual happiness. So if I understand this and apply this teaching and develop the strength to actually overcome this addiction and therefore get out of prison, then I can chant the holy names with full confidence that this will solve this problem. But first I need to see it as a problem. Most kids don't see it as a problem. I think of kids because people in my age bracket, we didn't grow up with this, and we're not technically savvy. We don't know very much about this whole tech world. In general, people my age, some do, but most don't. And they're not so concerned with likes and dislikes and, trying to please everybody and all these things that are actually impossible to do. You never will please everybody. Everybody's not going to like you no matter what you do. And your happiness is not there. Your happiness is not in, so many likes or, I did this and that and I got so much praise for it. No, real happiness is spiritual happiness. See, satisfying the Lord, do what I can, to make it so He's pleased. And chanting these mantras, see, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Or the Maha Mantra, the greatest mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. So just by doing that, very, very easy, very simple, you see, I can be, strong and free of this prison life of social media. Social media has its good side. We use social media all the time to advertise our events. Oh, we're going to have a retreat. Oh, we're going to have a public lecture. Oh, we're going to have so many different things that we do. And we use the social media because that's where people are. That's where you find people. You used to find them on the street, so we put up posters. But that doesn't work anymore. Now everybody's on social media. Put it there. So we use all this technology, but in a way that's actually beneficial to the people, not that's actually going to make it they're more and more, prisoners, addicted, can't do without it kind of people. So we want happiness, we want satisfaction. Find it where it really is, in the hearing and chanting of God's names. And see the social media for what it is. See all this, electronic gossip as just a weakness that I have, this tendency to gossip, and judge and criticize and categorize and whatever. It's not good for anybody, nobody. So there's another life, and that's transcendental spiritual life, transcendental sound, hearing, chanting the mantras, etc., etc. And that's real life. That's real life, And if we enter into that dimension of life, and it's very easy to do with the mercy of the Lord now. If we enter into that life, then we'll be truly happy. Okay. Out of prison into the real life. Thank you very much. Haribo.